I'm going to go on now to what you mentioned previously about Ronda Rousey. She had some comments to make about Bray Wyatt. I'm going to give you the microphone here, Nick, to express what she said and your opinion on it.
Well, she's saying what I say every week, that these people out here are hypocrites. They chirp at you and they're problems. And I just say I agree with her. Now, let me tell you what she said. She, hold on, Tom, keep going. I'm going to find the tweet. Give me a second.
This is the beauty of research. We always make sure we're as prepared as we possibly can be.
Well, no,
we want to make it. This is why we carefully script everything so that
I am prepared. Here, I got it right here. I am prepared. I just don't have a photographic moment for script. Okay, and I don't
have
get
to
it wrong.
Vamp for my colleague who says he's the primary host.
She says this. This was 3 days ago. I've seen you same fans, in quotation marks, chanting hashtag we want Wyatt. Last night chanting, quote, we want beach balls over Bray Wyatt performing. If the WWE treated him like he was expendable, it was because you ungrateful idiots did it first. That's the tweet. There's a lot there that you can either choose to agree with or disagree with. But I think the natural inclination is to just come right out and disagree with her because this can't be our fault. This isn't our fault. He was booked terribly. This is, all the things that we were talking about, what went wrong with the character.
Yeah.
There are elements of what Ronda is saying that I absolutely agree with. And this led to an offline conversation and I would say disagreement and taunting by Zach Haydorn towards me about this. But I actually, this resonates with me. Tom, one of the things that I struggle with is as a viewer of WWE, I often don't see myself in what has become the common accepted opinions of, I feel like, a lot of the internet wrestling community. And I know people hate that title, but I'm just using that of what you read on Twitter, what you seem to hear on podcasts and all this stuff. And I feel like there is a definite level of hypocrisy that exists amongst fans when they like hate something, and then when it's taken away from them, that it's WWE's fault that it got taken away from them. Now, it would be disingenuous to me to say that everything that WWE did with the Bray Wyatt character was good. It most certainly was not. However, you can't continue to give something worst of the year awards over and over again and just fill the online, feedback with hatred of something and then say you miss it. And then be surprised that when it's taken away or when it's, so again, we know there's nuances here, okay, with why the individual was fired. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about the character going missing on TV. We see this stuff all the time. Follow me here, Tom, because I mean this sincerely. I directly link this to the treatment of Goldberg. One of the things that I think is just disgusting is how Goldberg is treated by fans. You and I, you saw me go toe-to-toe with some people on your Twitch over that, what I thought was honestly disrespect at a certain point. This is an older man. I don't care how much money he makes. That doesn't make a difference. He's putting his life out there every time he steps in that ring. And you are taunting him. And by the way, this man has children too, and all this stuff, they're just crapping on him literally in this arena. And yet these are going to be the same people who God forbid something ever happens to him, would be the first people to say, oh my God, that run, that streak, and these great moments that he had. I understand that you can simultaneously respect someone and their contributions, but then also say, we don't want you in this moment, or that we don't like the way this is going. I can appreciate all that. It's how you express the frustration. It's how you express, where, I don't know. I don't know if does this make any sense to you? What I'm trying to say?
I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't think they're disconnected things. I think that we as wrestling fans can express through our words and through our dollars how we feel a little bit better than what I feel like is hypocrisy in some of this.
And you heard Nick mention Twitch there. If you'd like to see more of me and potentially more of Nick in the build-up to SummerSlam, you can pop over to twitch.tv/Tom Colohue, where you can ask us questions live and hear Nick rip into me in a live atmosphere with the support of many people in my Twitch chat who apparently hate me. In response to this from Ronda Rousey, I think people have taken this way too personally because she's clearly saying she's angry at people who chanted, "We want beach balls." And she has every right to be that. I'm angry at people who chanted, "We want beach balls." I'm angry at people who, when Asuka is trying to cut a promo, shout "what?" and then say, "Where's Asuka? Why isn't she on TV every week?" You shouted "what" over everything she said. What do you think they can do in that situation? WWE's hands are tied. You've just ruined her promo. If they go out and let her have another promo, you're gonna do it again.
Right.
That's going to happen.
And Tom, the impact that has on someone's confidence.
Yeah. That's
You know
psychological
what I mean?
as well. Yeah.
Now, let me say, because I don't also want to be called a hypocrite, okay, on this. You know, I've been super critical of Edge, okay? But I feel like I have been deferential and respectful to his history in the business, but then also representing the challenges of the character that he's been put forth. And also what I think has been the pressure on the man to look a certain way and to, you know, suddenly present himself differently. If there had been an authentic performance, none of that other stuff would have mattered. I would never go and chant "We want beach balls" during his match. That's not how I conduct myself. I have
Absolutely
class.
not. That is pure hypocrisy because you are literally saying no matter what happens in the ring, I would rather just throw a ball around. You've paid money for a ticket to go and see wrestling so that you don't want to watch wrestling. Are you actually trying to be serious? There is a subsection of fans, and don't get me wrong, it's a small minority, but they are loud, and we know that they are there because they're the ones chanting CM Punk. Now, I get why people chant CM Punk. They're trying to protest the product that they are spending money supporting. So no, I actually don't get why people chant CM Punk. In addition to that, on my Twitch, I've been asked several times, do you see AJ Lee ever coming back to wrestling? No. Why? Because as soon as she starts walking down the ramp, you'll hear people chant CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. Not giving a damn about the actual person who's about to walk down to the ring and perform. Not giving a damn about that individual. All you care about is going for the popular chant. You've got so many names you can go for. They chanted, "We want Wyatt." Now, I respect the ability to protest. I respect that. I think back to when everyone was really against Roman Reigns and they were chanting all sorts. You've paid money to support that match. You've paid money for that main event. WWE are getting all of the gain, and all you're doing is engaging and making it loud so it feels like a hostile environment. All you're doing is making people on TV care. I've said for years, if you want to actually protest Roman Reigns, leave. It's that simple. If there's a Roman Reigns match on, you want to protest, walk out of the arena. What's going to happen then is on hardcam, there's going to be thousands of empty seats. You think you're going to get that match again? No. That is how you protest that. The chants, that's just disrespectful to the people in the ring. I liken this to when I see a wrestler come down to the ring and wipe their feet on the apron. That's showing respect for the other person in the ring. There is someone in there who's working their arse off, trying to provide you with entertainment. And you're not even looking at them. You're just throwing a beach ball around. One of my fondest memories of Cesaro was when he ripped the beach ball in half. He charged into the crowd and he ripped the beach ball in half. He said, "Pay attention." That's what he said. How many people have got the Cesaro section signed saying now that, he should get better for the Universal Championship, he should get more opportunities? You were literally throwing a beach ball around in his matches. That's what happened. The what thing has always wound me up.
Right.
Because you're literally looking at people and saying, "I don't care about you."
Yeah.
You see online, you see all of this, people called trash. And it's just pure partisan. Okay, we've got a match coming up at SummerSlam between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Okay, I'm a Sasha Banks fan, therefore Bianca Belair is trash. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
It winds me up, and I've gone over a little bit, so I'm going to bring it back down. Ended up on a rant there. Going to bring it back down because we've got about 13 minutes left to cover SmackDown and Raw. Do you have anything else to say about Ronda Rousey?
Let me tell you what I think about the fans. You know what the worst expression was? Was that one Iron Man match when they kept counting down from 10?
Oh God, no.
Who was it? Was that Dolph Ziggler was in there?
Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins for
Seth
the
Rollins.
Intercontinental
Yes,
Championship, 30
yes.
minutes.
Yeah. So these same people, anyone who's going to be saying that Dolph Ziggler has never been given the opportunity he deserves, and then you ruin his most marquee match that he probably ever have, go look at yourselves. You're not going to like what you see.
Was infuriating.
Those mouth breather window lickers. That's what those people were.
Seth Rollins has unfortunate history of this as well. Finn Balor's debut match when he
won
the
know.
Universal Championship.
Tom,
what did they chant? Hey, we want a new belt. Belt looks stupid. You ignored Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. You ignored them.
Yeah,
they put on a 20-minute match. It was SummerSlam 2016, I want to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They put on a match for your entertainment for a championship. Finn Balor was the Demon King. It was the first taste of Demon King on main roster. It was the first taste of Finn Balor on main roster, going up against a huge name in Seth Rollins. And thousands of people blatantly said, I don't care about you. You can't then be annoyed when things don't go your way. You can't. Now, I'll say again, this is a vocal minority spoiling it for the majority, but there is no disguising that when Ronda Rousey says about fans who were chanting for beach balls during Bray Wyatt matches, also chanting "We want Wyatt," you are hypocrites. You are.
Okay. Back to SmackDown. Here's my quick thoughts.